So for our final video from the blood smear, we've now got our beautiful blood smear that's all been stained, and you can see it's got a purple colour. So now Josie's going to examine it under the microscope, and she can often be found in practice using the microscope, doing urinalysis and faecal egg counts and such like. So first of all, she has to prepare the microscope ready for use. So the microscope has lots of different size lenses for depending on how much magnification you want on the subject that you're viewing. So firstly, she's going to turn the microscope on and then adjust the light to the brightness that she requires for the sample that she's looking at. Once she's done that, she's going to start off on the lowest projection lens to try to find an area where there is a good selection of cells. Now at this point we use the low lens as we're just trying to locate a good area of sample to use. And you'll see Josie moving the stage across, and then in a moment using the fine and coarse focus to focus up and down until she finds an area. When she finds an area that is a good size, a good source of the different types of cells we're wanting to look at, then she'll need to think about using a different lens so that we can get a more in-depth look at the cells that we're trying to focus on. So she's now found an area that is of interest to her. So she's now turning the stage round so she can use the next projection lens to get a better look at the inclusions in these cells, the shapes, the sizes of the cells, and roughly how many there are. Once she's done that, she'll now move around to what we call our oil immersion lens, and this really allows us to have a good look at the inclusions of a cell, so any parasites, inclusions that shouldn't be there, bacteria, anything like that, and it gets us to get a really good view of them. So she just pops a little drop of oil on the area she was looking at, and then switches around to the one specialised lens that allows for oil immersion. And you can see this lens, she actually brings it down so that the lens is touching the oil, and it allows a much crisper view of the cells going on. And then she's using the fine focus knob on the back of the microscope to focus in onto an area that is of specific interest. On the blood smear, we would be looking at red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. And as I said earlier, we'd be looking at the size and the quantity that are available.